Hi there, it's Jeff. Welcome to those that are new to my channel. And for those that follow me, you probably noticed that I was doing in some previous videos some wainscoting in my own house, where I've got a chair rail and some framework or panels underneath. And I've got to a situation where in my kitchen where I've returned, and I need to stop the moulding instead of it mitering and going around the corner here. You can't do that in this situation because I've got some tiles here in the splashback. I've had to terminate it, and I wanted to share with you the correct way of doing this for those that may be looking at doing something like this in your own house or for a project. And this can apply with skirtings that go around your floor, or in my case a chair rail. And what we're going to do here is show you how to mark and cut a return miter. And that's basically what this situation is here on the corner. And instead of doing your moulding finishing like that, just a square cut, which isn't really the right way to do this, we're going to show you how to do this return miter and get professional results. So keep watching, and we'll go to my workshop now, go on the miter saw, mark and cut this out, and show you how it's done. Okay, to start off with, the first thing you're going to be doing is making a miter cut 45 degree on your piece. I'm just going to use this offcut here as an example to show you this method. And you will need a drop saw. It doesn't matter what type or brand, as long as you can do 45 degree cuts on it and 90 degree cuts. So let's get to it. Okay, once you've cut your miter in your piece that you want to do an end return miter on, it's a matter of getting another offcut piece next for your next step, and we're going to cut another 45 degree miter, but the opposite way. So when this scrap piece comes together on this, it's going to form 90 degrees. That's going to be our next step. Okay, once you've got your two paired up on the corner there, what we're going to do is just get a pencil and mark right in that corner there, like so. And that's going to be the point where we want to cut at 90 degrees. Okay, that's pretty much your little piece that you want to keep. That's the end return miter. It's cut off square, and that square part that you just cut off, it basically will sit on your wall. And then when it comes together, the miter, just try it on a flat surface as if it was your wall. Try it on and see if there's any gaps. That looks like it's going to work for me. And that's basically that return there. So the next part, what I do as well when I am doing this sort of situation, is I pre-glue this miter, this little end return. I pre-glue it together. So then when I go to put it on the wall, it's just a matter of fixing this little piece here onto your wall, and it's ready to go. Well, there you go. There's our finished piece that we just did in the workshop on the saw. And pretty much this is it on the wall finished. And I think you'll agree, it just gives you that level of professional finish and detail to this area, especially when you do want to stop your moulding. Instead of just cutting it straight, you do this return miter and you get that nice detailed professional look that you're after. Well, that just about wraps up this video for today, and I hope you enjoyed it or got something out of it or learnt something. If you did, press the like button, share with your friends of course, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you keep up to date with all the other latest tips and tricks that I come up with. Hopefully, I'll see you in one of my next videos.